von der Frau, die uns nicht so mag.
Good morning. Thank you for coming on such a short notice.
As if I had the choice.
Mrs. Grunewald, your collaboration is entirely voluntary.
Right. Because I could just make your job easier and let you screw Anna over again. Not going to happen.
I wanted to talk to you about Anna Kazmirek. I believe you are acquainted?
Acquainted. Sure. What do you want to know? Other than her being innocent and you people having killed her?
Tell me about Anna's arrest.
Really? Sure you wouldn't rather talk about her heinous crimes? Tell me all about them? No? Alright. I bite. It was the morning of... I don't know. A few days after the bombing.
October 20th.
Sure. If you say so. We were in the emergency shelter. Somehow we all got assigned to the same one. Call it good luck or bad luck. Your choice.
Okay.
What happened on that day?
We just come back from work with Anna. Graveyard shift at a munitions factory. For the glory of the fatherland. And all that.
Okay.
Who lived in the shelter at the time?
Me and mine, the Grunewalds, a total of 7 people at the time. The Kazmireks, Anna and her mother, and unfortunately, the Beckers. 5 of them, and 5 too many.
Okay. Beckers waren wohl nicht so gerne gesehen.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
We were on rotation. Every day different tasks for each of the rooms. Food, cleaning, making sure there's enough water and firewood. Of course, we'd always get the most work, as my family was the biggest.
What happened to you during the bombing?
To me? Not much. I was working a night shift. At first I didn't even hear the bombs over all the machinery. How in hell did those bastards manage to burn the entire city except for the munition factories is beyond me.
Ja, vor allem, weil ja die Munitionsfabrik eigentlich sehr gut brennen würde.
Tell me about the Beckers.
Butchers. Literally. They owned a family business for generations. A big point of pride for them. Up till a bomb fell right on it.
Oh, das ist natürlich nicht so cool, wenn direkt eine Bombe drauf fällt.
Tell me about the Kazmireks.
Good people. Both of them. Teresa's practically family now. We took her in after you people killed Anna. Without her daughter, she was all alone. But who cares? Right? You all got your dangerous criminal.
Es wird wirklich zu Problemen führen, dieses Interview. Weil sie so anti uns ist.
What did a regular day at the shelter look like?
There wasn't anything regular about that time. Not yet. We'd only been there for 3 days? 4? It wasn't that different from our lives before, really. Not for me. We were piss poor anyway. Wake up, pray there's water in the pipes. Go to your shift, return there tired, repeat.
Ich glaube, das ist wirklich so ein trostloser, immer wiederholender Tagesrhythmus gewesen in diesen Zeiten.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
Pigs took some rich prick's house, robbed it of all valuables, and packed it full of homeless folk. We got 3 small rooms around the kitchen, one for each family.
Okay. Klingt ja eigentlich doch erstmal gut. Außer dass halt die Arschlöcher einen reichen Mann des Willens beraubt haben. Und des
Tell
Eigentums.
me about your family.
Interested in the little workers. That's a new one. We weren't affected by the bombing as bad as many others. Didn't have much to lose to start with. There were a few of us, luckily. So we were able to scrap by.
Okay.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Everybody did. The morning after the bombing, we went there with my brothers. Took a few bags. Couldn't fit even half of them. There wasn't much to find.
Oh je. Oh Gott, dieser Hase ist irgendwie ein bisschen creepy.
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
Nothing exciting. We were at another temporary place. Smaller than this one, actually. So that was an upgrade. It was more of the same. Surviving day to day. Just with less other people having to do the same. It was a shit time.
Das glaube ich, dass es eine beschissene Zeit war.
How would you describe your relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
Our relationship? Anna wasn't a dyke, if that's what you're getting at. She was like a sister to me. A better sister. One that I chose.
Okay.
We were in my family's room, trying to get at least some shut-eye, when I heard someone yapping at the phone. It was Emilia. Emilia Becker.
Mhm.
What was she saying?
I didn't catch all of it. Tried to block it out, actually. I just wanted to sleep. I got enough to understand. The cunt was talking to the police. Ratting on some terrible robbery. How could I have known it was about Anna?
Oh je.
Next thing I know, I'm woken up by someone's banging against the door.
Who was it?
Greeners! 2 of the bastards. Diligently responding to a bullcrap call. And what a pair they made. A tall twig of an idiot and a 4-eyed geezer with the dumbest mustache. You could smell the alcohol on that one from across the room.
Could you please describe them for me?
Creepy. That was my first and main impression. He was somewhat round. Not yet fat, but close to it. He had the most ridiculous facial hair, glasses, and he had this smile. This friendly smile. Constantly. Ugh. It was unnerving.
Could you please describe them for me?
He was way too tall, despite the constant hunch. It felt like he was trying to take up as little space as he could. Had the most punchable face I've seen in my life. Like a snooty baby that may start bawling at any moment. And he was clumsy. First he hit his head on the way in. Then he just kept dropping his notebook as they interviewed Anna.
Ah. Deswegen brauchte er vielleicht eine Erste-Hilfe-Anwendung.
Did they say why they were there?
Sure. They were investigating a most serious crime and wanted to talk to Anna, alone. Bastards invited themselves in before I could even say a word. And that would be when, using this mess as a distraction, Emilia planted the bloody thing.
I'll need you to explain what you mean.
Oh, for sure. The suitcase she accused Anna of stealing. The one she needed the pigs to find. She put it in Anna's room herself. Had to back her lie somehow, didn't she?
Okay. Aber wie kommst du zu dieser Erkenntnis?
It was clear. They didn't want me present for their questioning. Fuckers had the nerve to pretend it was about Anna's privacy. I've expected they'd force me out right then and there.
Mhm. Otto Wagner, Klaus Nova.
And did they make you leave?
No. Somehow Anna managed to convince them it was fine. That she didn't mind me there.
What did they want to know?
They asked about the suitcase. You know, the same one Emilia was planting in Anna's room right there and then. Did I mention that already?
Yes, you did, Mrs. Grunewald.
I know I did. I'm not an idiot. Just make sure it's easy to hear on that tape of yours. The idiots were convinced Anna stole it. And no matter the truth, they wanted her to admit it.
Okay.
What did Anna tell them?
To go fuck themselves. No. That's what she should have told them. But she just denied it. What a load of crap. All they had was Emilia's made-up story. And here they were, swinging their shriveled... That's what I told them. They didn't like it one bit.
Haben sie vielleicht deshalb angefangen damit, die einfach zu beschuldigen und auf ein Geständnis zu bestehen? Aus Rache?
And who are greeners?
Schupo, obviously. Green uniform, overcompensating hat, gun and nightstick in case they don't like your face. I suppose you people didn't call them that. Next thing I know, Glasses pushes me out into the kitchen. Tells me to show him Anna's room. That's where she'd hide the haul.
Okay.
Did you enter Anna's room with the officer?
No. I just told him where it was.
Okay.
He wouldn't let me go in. Didn't want me tampering. So I waited outside in the kitchen with Wolf and that rat, Amelia.
Mhm.
Do you remember what Wolf was doing?
Waiting, patiently. Naive idiot. He came for money, and it showed. Had no idea what any of this meant.
Didn't you say Emilia was in Anna's room?
Not anymore. She left her proof and came back before anyone could notice. She just stood there with that smirk of hers. She was behind it all. We all knew she hated Anna. But this? She was trying to get her killed.
Okay. Aber warum?
What can you tell me about Anna?
That you people killed her. But I might have mentioned that already. What is there to say? She was good people. Kind, funny, witty. And a know-it-all. So stubborn. Could be such a pain in the ass.
No,
Never
okay.
knew when to shut up.
Oh yeah.
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Scheiß dein Bär in den Wald.
The Beckers
Nee.
thought themselves better than everybody else, and made no secret of it. And everyone knew them for the shit-spewing assholes they were. And we were open about that as well.
Okay.
And Mrs. Hausler in the other section. Always listening at the door, up in everybody's business.
Okay.
Nosy hack.
Aber vielleicht weiß sie ja etwas.
What can you tell me about the conflict between Miss Kazmarek and Emilia?
What there's to say? Becca was a cunt. She had conflicts with everybody. Well, everybody without a dick.
Okay.
And something about Anna seemed to really piss her off from the start. Wolf choosing her was just a cherry on top.
Vielleicht eine Racheaktion von ihr?
The pig didn't need much time for his search. Emilia must have left it easy to find. Her eyes lit up as soon as he came out of the room, suitcase in hand.
Mhm.
What did you do?
She told the pig the suitcase was hers. That the day after the bombing, she saw Anna take it from the ruins of her house. And for some reason, she insisted it constituted treason. Can you imagine, even if Anna was guilty, which she wasn't, how would taking an old stinking suitcase be treason?
Leider nach dem Gesetz.
That's just bullcrap. All of it. But the pig didn't see it.
Treason? One moment, I might have something about this. Right. If what Emilia said was true,
It wasn't.
then with Anna's crime being looting rather than stealing, the Folkspest law would indeed qualify it as treason.
How many times do I have to say this? Anna didn't do anything.
Das kann ja sein, aber nach der Beschuldigung schon.
How did the officer react to all this?
He didn't even pretend to listen to anything Wolf and I said. But anything Emilia said, he ate it up. All of it.
Mhm.
Every single word.
Oh je.
What did the Kazmarecs have with them?
There wasn't much. Let me think. Some salvaged clothes, fabrics, a few photos, documents, oh right, the cross. A big old thing. Iron. It was Aunt Tessie's, back from the east. And the weird Madonna painting. She used to give me the creeps.
Was Anna's father somewhere around?
Not for a long time. He died when Anna was 4. Came west with Aunt Tessie, only to leave her alone with a 4-year-old. Don't really remember him myself. Just a photo of the 3 of them together.
Okay.
How did Miss Kazmarek come to know Mr. Hens?
She used to work for him. We both did before the factory draft. It was all legal, just pub work. Walter's a good man. Took us under his wing. We knew we could rely on him.
What can you tell me about Wolf and Miss Kazmarek's relationship?
It's been going on for a few years already. They seem serious about it. As serious as you can be when you're 19. To be honest, I was never fully sold on Wolf being the right guy. But he did make Anna happy, so...
Ich habe gerade die Vermutung, dass vielleicht Wolf und Emilia eine Affäre hatten.
You said the Kazmarecs were from somewhere east?
Aunt Tessie was born in East Prussia, some small village in the middle of nowhere. That's Poland now. Majuria or something. She's quite happy about it. Not that she'll admit it. Always had a soft spot for anything Polish.
Vielleicht deswegen der Grund?
Tell me about Teresa Kazmarek.
Aunt Tessie. Poor woman. Poor Anna. Alone with her on her head. Don't get me wrong, I love the woman. But she can be an enormous pain in the ass. Not her fault. Mostly. She just needs so much help and constant attention. She's been sick non-stop ever since I can remember, actually.
Okay. Okay.
What was in the suitcase? Can you describe it?
Beats me. I don't think I've ever seen it before. No idea where Emilia got it. It looked old, used, normal size, normal... It was a suitcase. It just looked like a suitcase.
Okay. Aber wo könnte der hier gelagert worden sein? Da.
Mrs. Kronewald, I'm sorry, but I must ask. Is it possible Anna did take that suitcase?
Are you fucking... What? Just because she wasn't born to some gold-shitting lawyers, she's supposed to be a thief? She wasn't. She didn't. There's no possibility. No chance. Not premeditated, not by accident.
War ja nur eine Frage.
At that point, I knew we needed help. I knew a man. I thought he might be able to help. And Wolf had his uncle, so between the two of us,
This man you went to get help from. Never mind. Please continue.
Nein! Och komm. Komm, das kann jetzt nicht wahr sein. Och komm.
Right. So as I was saying, and Wolf had his uncle, so between the two of us, I figured...
Oh, fuck.
Please, continue.
I told Wolf to stall the fuckers. Keep them there. Myself, I went to get my man. I didn't even get down the stairs before it started.
Before what started?
Is it really that hard to guess? Anna's testimony.
Okay.
They tortured her, went in hard judging on the screams. It was... loud.
Is there anybody else who could have seen it?
I wasn't in the right space to check for that. Though, actually, I think I ran into one of my neighbors. Hausler. Old lady from across the hall. Yes, she even asked me, "Who are they taking?" She was in another section on our floor. Such a nosy hack. Unbelievably good hearing for her age. She kept constant watch on everything that was happening.
Okay. Vielleicht finden wir über sie was.
And you just left?
Yes. Yes, I did. It was the only way I might still help.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it. No. But I certainly heard it. And I saw the aftermath. They left the room trashed. It doesn't take a degree to understand what happened.
You're saying both of the officers beat her?
Yes, probably. I don't know. Can't imagine a greener refusing the chance to rail on an unarmed girl.
Did Miss Kazmirek have any previous encounters with the police? Any criminal history?
No,
You sound awful sure.
I am. Anna didn't do none of that.
Okay. Bumbadum. Okay, hier ist nichts mehr. Dann gehen wir mal zu ihr hier.
What can you tell me about Emilia?
She was a few years older. Not that you'd guess it, with how much of a brat she was. Always little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Always the innocent. The poor, poor victim. In reality, she was a jealous, hateful bitch. A snitch. A liar and a snitch.
Okay.
How did Wolf and Emilia get along?
Too well. They actually used to be friends. If you'd believe that. Not that he'll admit it now. It was before he and Anna... Becker never quite forgave him that choice. The jealous cunt.
Sag ich ja. Aus Rache oder weil sie ihn immer noch liebte, hat sie die Polizei gerufen. So, irgendwas übersehe ich. Aber was? Was habe ich oder übersehe ich?